Good morning, everyone. It is a beautiful Sunday. The Sunday before the wedding, actually. The cool part is that in exactly 1 week from now, Sierra and I will be on a plane to Hawaii. So yeah, we have a fun day set up here. So we're gonna actually, okay, so by fun day I mean we're gonna clean the first 2 hours before we get anything done. Then Sierra wants to shoot a video, and after that we're gonna run off the dance for our final. This is our last dance lesson out of this whole hoorah. So that was fun. But we're gonna split it up. Me and Sierra are gonna finish our dance, and then her dad's gonna swing in, and they're gonna practice and finish their dance today. But after that, I'm gonna spend some time with Sierra's brothers. We're gonna go hang out. We're gonna go to K1 Speedway, go to the beach. It'll be a lot of fun considering yesterday I was like trapped in an office all day. So I'm really excited. Bella's really excited. Hey, Bella. Oh, you guys want some food, huh? Yeah, I gotta feed them. So anyways, let's check out how the day goes.
Whew, all right. I don't think I've ever done this much cleaning in my whole life. We usually deep clean the apartment like every 2 weeks or so. We'll like Swiffer and vacuum and clean the bathroom. But today we're doing all of that, plus doing all the deep cleaning stuff that we usually miss, like scrubbing down the bathtub and behind the toilets and under the beds. And it's a lot. Like I literally spent like 30 minutes just doing the floorboards. We are gonna be gone for a week and a half for the honeymoon. Then I'm home for 5 days, and then I'm leaving for Spain for 2 weeks. So I'm barely gonna be home at all for the next month. We really wanted the house to be like completely clean while we're gone. We wanna come home to a clean house, have nothing to worry about. So we've been working hard.
Yeah, one thing my mom always taught me was you want to come home to a clean house after a long trip.
Yep,
so.
and clean sheets. We got to do the sheets and stuff, so
we thought about that.
Come home to a nice clean bed. We got the record player going, one of my favorite bands of Monsters and Men. Something about the record player versus like regular music played from like my phone or something just like really calms me and relaxes me. I don't know why. I like doing that whenever I'm doing something like in the living room or cleaning the kitchen or anything like that. It's relaxing, it's nice, and it also helps the dogs because like right now Steven's vacuuming the bedroom and they get terrified of that sound. They will just like bark, bark, bark the whole time he vacuums. So the music kind of drowns out the sound so they don't really hear the vacuum. So it's a double win. Look at that sparkly clean granite countertop. Oh, well, I still have to do this side. We're done! Oh. Yay! Oh, that was a long little morning of cleaning.
Yeah, well, we're not done yet.
Yeah, well, we're done with the cleaning, but we have to put the apartment back together. Yeah. So like over here, basically the entire living room is stuffed in that corner so that Steven could vacuum and Swiffer. That was a very productive morning. So we're gonna put the house back together, and then we are gonna film a video together. Yep. And it's been a while since we filmed one together on my main channel. Yeah. Like I honestly think it's been like a year.
I don't think so, not a year.
Almost.
At least
it's been a while.
Oh my gosh, Sierra is having us do a video for the wedding day.
Hi!
This will be for her main channel. We're gonna do like a little wedding game, but that'll be fun. We're wearing our lovely Disneyland wedding hats.
And I'm getting the camera all set up.
Yep, Sarah's getting that all worked up, and yeah, we're gonna be filming this any second now, so I guess, I don't know, I guess Sarah will link this to the video at some point. I don't know, she figured that stuff out, not me. But anyways, yeah, that's what we're jumping into, and then we gotta run off the dance, so let's do it.
All right, we are all done filming, but I don't really want to take off my mini ears because they have a veil on it and it just makes me excited to get married. I filmed another video today as well, and that is the last video that I had to film before the honeymoon. So yay, pre-filming is done. Steven did great in the main channel video. You were awesome. It was so fun. I feel like we learned so much about each other. We know a lot about each other. We've been living together for over 2 years, dating for almost 4. It's been a while. But honestly, not that long compared to a lifetime. I mean, we're gonna spend like 60 years together if all our health stuff goes right. We got a while to go, babe. Think about how well we'll know each other when we're like 85. I'll probably be like an expert, a Steven expert.
I'll study that your whole life.
Mm-hmm, studying the art of Steven my whole life. All right, we need to get ready.
Yeah.
We need to go to dance and finish our wedding dance, and then we are done with dance forever until the wedding when we do our little dance. I just got to the dance studio. I am putting on my shoes. Steven and I drove separately because he's gonna leave straight from here to go hang out with my brothers and my cousin. I'm gonna wear my wedding shoes. These are the shoes that I'm gonna wear for the reception, so for the first dance. And then also, it's gonna look kind of silly, but back there, I brought my hoop skirt that I'm wearing under my wedding dress. It's gonna look ridiculous just in like a casual dress with a giant hoop skirt, but it's really gonna help me learn how to like move in the skirt since I've obviously never practiced dancing in my wedding dress. So hopefully that's helpful. Hopefully it isn't isn't too big of a difference. I am a little bit worried about like being able to move and do all the kicks and the turns and all that, whatever. Like, hopefully it goes well, and I have today to practice in it, so that's gonna be great.
We just got here. Sierra is carrying her, what do you call that?
Hoop skirt.
Hoop skirt, so she can practice our last dance in that.
Last dance?
Well, you know what I
First
mean.
dance.
Our last rehearsal.
My little brother's actually gonna come to the lesson today because he's singing during our first dance at the wedding, so that way we get some practice with him actually singing while we dance. So he's on his way, gotta go in and get started. All right, so we are in dance class. I am in my hoop skirt. It looks kind of ridiculous over my like casual dress. I gotta show you guys in the mirror. This is what I'm working with right now, but it is really helpful with learning the dance and learning how to move. We finally have the entire dance mastered. How do you feel about it, babe? You feel ready to dance?
I'm ready.
In front of all our friends and family?
It for 5 days.
5 more days, that's it. That's all you gotta do, and then we'll be dancing, we'll be singing, we'll be swinging. So we are gonna insert a teeny little sneak peek of the dance right here, but we're gonna keep most of it under wraps. So here it is. So the boys are here to pick up Steven and Austin. They're going to have their pseudo bachelor party since Austin and Carter weren't able to come to the regular bachelor party. The 4 of them are gonna go off and do go-karts and get tacos and boy stuff that I'm not apparently invited to. So have fun, guys. I will be here, and then I will be home probably making some quinoa. Good job. Have fun on your little 2nd or 3rd bachelor party. You're really milking this whole bachelor party thing.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Have fun.
Right,
love you. See you tonight. Dance went so good today. Steven and I both feel so confident about our first dance. We really like nailed it in. We've been feeling pretty good about it, but now I'm 100% ready, and I know he is too. It's a pretty easy dance, which is nice. We didn't put too much crazy stuff in it because we wanted, you know, to be confident and comfortable with it since we're already gonna be, you know, nervous and emotional. We didn't want another really difficult thing to have to worry about. So it's pretty easy, but it is really sweet and romantic and fun, and I just really like dancing with him. It's probably one of my favorite things about like planning the wedding and stuff has been dancing with Steven. And then my dad came for the second half, and we worked on the father-daughter dance, and that was also really fun. I told you guys like last vlog that I was working on the music for it. It's really fun. I'm so excited for you to see it. I'm excited for you to see everything about the wedding, but I think the dances are something that, you know, we've kind of been like teasing a lot because we've been going to dance every Sunday for the past 10 weeks. So I'm really excited about all of it, and the dance is gonna be so fun. And my dad was just telling me that he finished his father of the bride speech for the reception. He said that when he reads it, he gets like a little bit choked up, so he's really worried about like the actual day of. I'm like, yeah, add emotion, alcohol, and then the fact that it's actually the wedding day and like all of that stress and craziness and happiness and happy tears, and that's gonna be a difficult thing to do. I'm glad that I don't have to give a speech. Steven and I are gonna give a really brief thank you, but nothing like a big speech. Like my dad's is like 10 minutes. The other people giving speeches are my maid of honor Skylar, and then one of Steven's groomsmen Carson, and I know that they're gonna do a great job. They're 2 of our closest friends. So now I am just gonna head home. I'm hoping to get those 2 videos that we filmed today edited and ready to go. That way during my wedding week I'm not even thinking about the YouTube videos or editing or anything like that. And then I'm gonna make some dinner. I think I said earlier quinoa and veggies. I bought some stuff at the grocery store yesterday so I can make that kind of like meal plan throughout the week. And I have been telling you guys for a long time that I am gonna film it and show you guys how I make it, and I just keep procrastinating, and today I am actually gonna do it. I'll film myself making it, the little step-by-step, the recipe, everything you need, so then you guys can make it at home if you want. Hey guys, so I am back home. I've got all my supplies laid out, and we are gonna be cooking some veggie quinoa, the first episode of Cooking with Sierra. I say first episode, but I have no idea if this will be the only episode. Maybe we'll make this a thing. Maybe I'll do other like cooking vlogs. Let me know down in the comments if you guys want more of those. But anyways, first let me show you guys everything that I use to cook this. So for the veggies, I do 2 sweet potatoes, 1 red onion, and 2 red bell peppers. Quinoa, a herb and garlic marinade. These are usually used for like chicken or steak, but I find it works really well for the veggies. A lemon for seasoning, and Parmesan cheese, and Greek yogurt if you're not vegan. If you're trying to cook vegan, then you can totally leave these 2 out. I would leave them out when I was going full vegan. Now I'm just vegetarian, so I find that the Greek yogurt adds a little bit of creaminess to it, and then I am just obsessed with Parmesan cheese. So any excuse to put Parmesan cheese on something, I'll take it. So I'll usually cook this on like Sunday or Monday, and then I'll eat it all throughout the week. Just pop it in the fridge and it microwaves super easily. I'll take it with me to work. Steven sometimes takes it with him to work. Really yummy and tastes almost exactly the same when you heat it up. So it's one of the perfect meal prep things. We're gonna be using 2 cups of quinoa, and I usually just cook it in my rice cooker, but you can also do stovetop. This whole thing with that amount of quinoa and this amount of veggies is gonna make about 8 to 10 servings. Usually it's about double the water of quinoa, so if I'm doing 2 cups of quinoa, I do 4 cups of water. I use a rice cooker, so we just add it into the rice cooker, but you could also use it stovetop if that's easier for you. So first thing that we have to start off with is chopping up the veggies. I just chop up the sweet potatoes into small little pieces, and I leave the skins on the sweet potatoes. It adds a little bit of texture, it doesn't really affect the flavor, but if it bothers you, you could totally skin the sweet potatoes before. So once the sweet potatoes are all cut up into little bite-sized pieces, I will coat them in olive oil and then add some chicken seasoning or herb seasoning, whatever you have will work. So then I'll head over to the stove and pop the sweet potatoes onto a skillet. I usually cook them for about 10 to 15 minutes just on their own. You wanna cook it on mid to low heat because you don't want to burn the sweet potatoes, you just want them to get cooked all the way through. So kind of do a taste test throughout, and when they are almost to the desired softness, when they still have a little bit of firmness, I'll add the rest of the veggies. So while the sweet potatoes are cooking, I'll chop up the rest of the veggies, the red bell peppers, and the onions. Just chop them up so that they're ready to go. Usually I don't coat these in olive oil like the sweet potatoes because they aren't as thick, they don't have to be cooked as much, and like I said, we're gonna add this herb and garlic marinade later. So once the sweet potatoes are at a good spot, they're almost cooked enough, I will add in the onions and the red bell peppers. Once you have the veggies all mixed together in your wok or your frying pan, you wanna put in some of the herb and garlic marinade. This is gonna give the veggies a really good tasty flavor, and it also helps to keep the pan from getting sticky. It's just a really good way to kind of like spice up the dish. So I usually leave this on the stove for about 3 to 5 minutes until everything has combined well and all of the marinade has kind of soaked into the dish. It's really up to you how long you leave it on. I like my red bell peppers to still be a little bit crunchy, but if you don't want to deal with that, then maybe leave them on for a few extra minutes. And for some reason, it always works out perfectly for me that the rice cooker ends up going off at about the same time as the veggies are done. What's nice about using a rice cooker versus like a stovetop pan for your quinoa is that then you don't have to watch it or worry about it, and it's just done and cooked perfectly. So once both the veggies and the quinoa are done, I'll scoop at least 1 or 2 scoops of the quinoa into a bowl and then top it off with a healthy portion of the veggies. I like to do more veggies than quinoa because I think the veggies are my favorite part, but it's totally up to you how much you use. I'll add a dollop of Greek yogurt to the top of the dish, and if you don't like Greek yogurt, you can also use sour cream. I just like to use Greek yogurt because it has protein and it's a little bit healthier. Since I'm vegetarian, sometimes it's hard for me to find good sources of protein, so anywhere that I can substitute Greek yogurt, I always do that because it's a good source of protein and it's super yummy and still really creamy. Then I'll take my lemon and I'll chop it up into little wedges, and I'll take 1 wedge. I usually use like 1 wedge per bowl per serving, and I'll just squeeze the lemon onto the dish. Just gives it a little bit of tastiness, a little bit of sourness. I really like the addition that the lemon makes. But if I am cooking this kind of like last minute with things that I just have at home, you can totally leave out the lemon. Another thing I'll also put on top sometimes is cilantro, but this time I went to Ralph's, and Ralph's doesn't carry the cilantro I use, so cilantro also adds just a little bit of spice, a little bit of dynamics to the dish. So cilantro is a great thing to add if you already have it. And the last touch, just a little sprinkle of Parmesan cheese on top. And that is everything. My quinoa and veggie bowl is done, ready to go. I am so hungry and so ready to eat this. I'm gonna hang out on the couch, nom nom on some of this, and then hopefully get some more editing before the night's over. Steven's probably gonna be home around 8, so I'm gonna put some of this in the fridge for him. One of the things that I love about making this quinoa and veggie dish is that it can go in the fridge for so long and still taste amazing. So like what I made today will probably be lunches for me for the next 5 or 6 days. Like that's all I'm gonna have to do. I won't have to cook anything, won't have to worry about anything. Honestly, probably my favorite go-to dish, and I'm glad I finally got to share it with you guys. I've been saying I was going to for like 3 months, and I'm glad I finally did. So if you guys decide to make this, tweet me pics. I would love to see how it came out for you. Let me know what you think of it, how it tastes, anything you'd change. Now, relaxation and dinner time.
I just got home, it's about 8:40. I walked in the door and Sierra's like, oh my gosh, I'm so exhausted, I wanna go to bed. And I'm like, I'm not tired at all. I was hanging out with her brothers. We went to the beach, we played spike ball, and then we went to go to K1 Speedway, but gosh, it was like an hour wait, and we were not about to do that. So then we jumped on down to a laser tag, which ended up being way more fun than I was expecting. Now I'm back home, I'm all kind of energized. Sierra's like going to bed. I'm like, yo, I'm not going to bed yet. So I actually just booted up the PS4. I've been wanting to play all weekend to my defense, so I think I had to kind of take a jump at the opportunity if Sierra's going to bed early.
One thing we have to do before we go to bed is our spa night.
Oh yeah, you're right. We do got to do that. Yep. Other than that, I will play PS4 with my puppies. Oh, Bella's excited.
Yeah, she is a clingy, clingy little baby. Imagine what she's gonna be like when we get back from the honeymoon. She hasn't seen us in like a week and a half.
She won't care.
Oh, she's gonna be so cleany.
And yeah, it sounds like we'll be doing a vlog every day this week, huh?
Yeah, there should be new vlogs up every single day this week until the wedding. So we're excited to share those with you guys. Be looking out for those coming out every day. Bella's face right in your news feed every morning. Thanks for watching. Love you guys, and we'll see you next time. Bye. Bye, Belly. Say we'll see you next time.
Bye, we'll see you next time.